We have a new addition to the Western Kansas Rails N-scale layout, the Speed Stick from Model Train Technology. When you open the box, the Speed Stick is the black unit in the back, of course, but you also get a USB charging port that will plug into a wall socket, or you can use the charging cable to plug into your computer as well. And this bag contains the feet and the extensions. So as an example, I already have the feet on the Speed Stick itself. Now those are just the standard feet, but for the larger scales you can extend it taller and taller depending on the scale that you're using. The Model Train Technology Speed Stick is a portable and highly accurate speed measuring device for model trains from Z to G scale, plus 5 common European scales. It's small enough to fit on the side of the track and comes with a built-in rechargeable lithium battery. The Speed Stick can be run on the battery or plugged into the USB cable to run on any 5-volt phone charger, so there are no batteries to replace. The Speed Stick uses the precision detector technology, which is extremely fast and precise to 1 millimeter. The maximum range is 5.5 inches from the sensor side of the Speed Stick. As a result, the Speed Stick is immune to changes in ambient light conditions. It'll work outdoors or in a completely darkened room. The auto-ranging mode is built in. This allows you to set the sensor range to the edge of the first rail of your track so that it will ignore objects or trains that are just beyond the track of the train you want to measure. Most people will use a Speed Stick to automatically detect the train direction and the speed of a passing train. But a secondary mode is called loop mode, and in loop mode you can precisely measure the time it takes for the train to complete a loop around your layout and back to the Speed Stick. The display shows minutes, seconds, and hundredths of a second. The maximum time is 59 midgets. The Speed Stick comes pre-configured to measure HO speed in mile per hour. Simply place the stick parallel to the track you want to use with the display facing you. Turn the power on and the unit will go through the startup steps, which is blue LED lights, display shows the logo, blue LED flashes 4 times, meaning the sensors are operational, version number displayed, battery level displayed, scale to be used, display in mile per hour or kilometers, and loop mode if it's set or otherwise that's skipped. So let's turn it on. The power switch is right here in the top, almost center. Now to enter select mode, which means we're going to change the scale since we're N scale instead of HO, enter select mode, you press the button once, the word select will appear, then press the button the number of times indicated on the column. For N scale, that's 5. So we're going to hit select, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're set to N scale. And we're ready. Let's try it out. Okay, I've had several attempts with it and it wasn't giving me the readings that it's supposed to be giving. So I ended up taking the feet off and getting it down as low as it can possibly go. With the feet on in N scale on my track, the sensors were near the top of the car bodies. So I think it needs to be closer down towards the wheel sets. So we'll take another reading here. Okay, just by my eyeballing it from years of experience, I'm going to take a wild guess and say right close to 50 scale miles an hour. Let's see what the speedometer says. Okay, we sped the train up just a little bit. I'm going to take a wild guess and say about 60 to 65 miles an hour. But now you can see how low the instrument is compared to the track. "62.8". And this is the speed we normally set for operating sessions. 36.5.